Hello boys and girls, Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. You're watching Glenn TV. A little tired, running around all day today, physical therapy, but feeling much love. Trying out different times of day to see where my audience is and, well, where all of you are. Sending you all much love, feeling very multidimensional today. Been feeling great love, but still thinking about doing a KYRON gathering here in Las Vegas. And if any of you hearing this would like to see that, leave a comment below. Once I have enough comments, I will reach out. I have the paperwork to do it. It's all filled out. Once I see there's some audience, should have no problem putting that together. There's 2 of you. Yay. I don't know, it's like subscribers. There's 1,200 and something subscribers here. Yay. I love the fact that you guys can comment and actually say saying, but where do those things go? Because when I go back to look at the video, it's nowhere to be found. Like all these cool messages where you can send me to say, hey, live, disappear somehow. Like when these videos post, I don't see them there unless they come sometime later. If any of you know that, the answer to that, yay. Oh. So went to see a neurologist and he said MRI and all kinds of tests for you. I'm like, ah. So that's next, boys and girls. And how are you doing all today? Much love to all of you. So, is there anything you want to talk about since there's 2 of you? Something you want to hear? What's going on? Production company coming along? Tattoo documentary on UFOs. Glenn TV is on there as well with sponsorships. Prime Creator Films. Yay. I was like in the UCLA program for film and television, and it was like, you're actually on sets and all those types of things. But it's nice that somebody can jump on and say hey and come back later and see. I just wanted to say hello to all of you, sending you much love in this great transition of humanity where you can choose to go into the light in great love. Well then, we have all kinds of questions today. If you have specific questions, you can get a consulting session for today because quite honestly, boys and girls, I'm tired. Physical therapy is just what it sounds like, and is you make yourself go to the gym because you need it. It's like I think when I fell all that time ago in 2008 off of my bike and dislocated and relocated my shoulder. Oh, but cool. Thank you for letting me know that. So, just a crazy day, boys and girls. Things done on my car. No, it is happy. Yay! Went a long time without a car. Was very sick for a long time and used to require oxygen to get on commercial airlines. No pulmonary system issues, just an issue of oxygenation and the formation of red blood cells and hemoglobin. And that actually gives you oxygen desaturation if you don't get a lot of iron or transferrin, which you can find in dark beers. Not an excuse to drink, boys and girls, but it is a good source because the darker beers have tons of iron and other things, like you're eating a steak. I hate to say it, beer and steak. It's like beer, steak, and eggs have a lot of properties in them that could be considered good, not on a daily basis and with every meal, but I can't live without them. It's like I have to have like eggs and other dairy products, or else if I do, and I live 70% off of fruits and vegetables, but like that last 30%, I need like at least a hamburger a day, or my body starts to go, no, you're not going to live. It's like, you need meat. I was like, damn. So my body consciousness is really picky of what it wants, and you can't substitute anything for that. But you know, this is a tricorder. You know, these devices, I have my phone and it is a studio, and I do all my social media and I broadcast from it now live, no doubt, through YouTube. Thank you very much for this venue, recognizing your guys and your innovations. So thank you for joining me. I think I'm gonna go and take a shower and wind down my day. But there's a tree back here, and I can't show it to you right now because it's too dark, but this tree has tons, and I'll show you when this happens. This tree has tons of little buds on it, and it's literally like thousands of them. And it's like a beehive open that's about 7 feet across and 4 feet high. An entire freaking beehive or hives are in that tree harvesting when all of those come to bloom, because they're the sweetest of things for these little desert trees. And it's like a bee orgy. It's like there are so many bees and they sound so happy. This year I'm gonna get under there and I'm gonna record that and show you, because when I saw that last year, it just blew my mind. That was like Nature Channel documentary type stuff. You're like, there are literally thousands of bees in my tree and they are all just as happy as you could ever. You could just hear it, they're like, because that's like the sweetest nectar, that's like their sugar. So, and that makes really good honey too, boys and girls. If you're a bee farmer, there's some times where you harvest where you get your different yields. I always wondered how they made the really dark honeys that had a ton of iron in them. I used to get those instead of eating things that were iron rich like steak, and that worked pretty good. There's a lot of iron in there. There's a lot of iron in dark beers, again, like I had said, like Guinness and things like that. I mean, like a dark beer is like, that's some hearty stuff. You can live off of that. That's like mother's milk. So, oh yeah, time to go and do more physical therapy exercises and take a shower and wind down my day. Tomorrow's a busy day, boys and girls. Sold quite a bit of time in consulting for production and crowdfunding and SEO and WordPress and business marketing, Facebook, including Facebook pixels and tracking and remarketing, and YouTube advertising, branded entertainment. Is like done a little bit of everything. Was director of technology at age 25 for a distribution company for computer stuff, and I had all kinds of certifications. And so I put a lot of what now is the internet together on the hardware level at first. All the things that made everything talk, and the computers. And now I teach, you know, basically business and e-commerce. Business is like, what are you running? WooCommerce? Do you want to do Shopify store? Do you want to have a drop shipping model? Do you want to sell t-shirts on Teespring? All that's possible. And the t-shirts on Teespring are a very, very, very minimum in the way of price, because it's just your t-shirt design, an outsourcer, and your marketing. And your marketing is an abandonment type of marketing, where when you're actually doing it, if it doesn't perform at a certain place at a very low monetary amount, you cut it and you move on to the next one and you make a different type of ad and offer. And you can do this on just about anything, including drop shipping, like, and be like a dollar store and just carry dollar type of items from China. You can do whatever you want. You could even have a kiosk somewhere for people to come in and do shopping and just shop like an online store. Sell your own items or your own services and do search engine optimization, and learn how to do like the local geo type of traffic where you're micro marketing. It's like, wow, So I started doing that stuff in 1998 when the internet and the search engines were just starting to become valuable. And I knew people that owned that type of stuff. Intel had taken us to Club 33, our whole department on every continent around the world. They brought all of us here to California. They took us to Disneyland, and Intel took us to Club 33, where the Pirates of the Caribbean is, and it was pretty badass in there. Matter of fact, I had something to drink. I was in my 20s, and I'm like, and they said, just get whatever you wanted. I'm like, what's the most expensive alcohol you have? Like, and he's like, oh, damn. He's like, we have some Napoleon brandy. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. They bring me a serving of that. He's like, all right. And they brought this thing that's supposed to be like really, really, really expensive, just even for one drink. And quite honestly, it tasted like gasoline. There was such a high alcohol content. It was like, ah. It was kind of nasty. I had to move on to a Long Island 1111, yay. I've done one of those Bashar exercises where you do the 1111 gateway and you're mirroring another person, another parallel of you, and since you're an immortal being in a timeless reality playing a great game with a whole bunch of your friends, and you are immortal and that you are having multiple experiences simultaneously in the multidimensional now of the one, there is only one moment and there is only one thing, and call it God, and we are all as fractals, as children on different density levels. And there's different density state experiences depending on what level you're in. We're moving from one of the lower consciousness ones to the next. And that's what 2012 was. Hello, boys and girls. We just like passed a threshold that all these channels like crying are saying, you know, like, we're enamored with you, like crying enamored with, like, you know, humanity. It's like, how did you do it? And some of these entities have never had human lifetimes, and other hybrid races like the Essassani or the Essassani and the YahYel, which are the closest to us in time and dimensionality, because time is just a coordinate. You can get into a ship like a UFO and do electrogravimetric, apply the parallel reality address that you're looking for, as long as you know the coordinate system and there's no big explosions and it distorts space and time, so that your ability to map those types of things and direct yourself, it gets all screwy. You can go anywhere you want, even as an entity. You don't need a ship. You can like just go from one place to the other, and that you're skipping parallel realities, and you realize that time is breaking down because you are realizing that you are an immortal being in a timeless reality playing a great game with a whole bunch of your friends, and you can feel great love from every living thing and from the earth. You can feel this great transition that mankind is going through. And everybody watching this, all the people on Glenn TV, all the people that watch this live, this is all a soul family that wanted to have a little experience together of waking up together on various levels. And I send all of you great love, feeling the oneness of all things. And there has been a love and a feeling and a vibration coming up that I have no words for. They get stronger and stronger as time goes on. In this end of what would be called the span from Bashar, where 2017 and counting, you can really feel this great shift into global great love, where people get together and don't even have to communicate. We're more on a heart-based level. Everybody knows where they need to go and what to do in a peaceful fashion. All races around the world. A time where lines on the earth was the barbaric era of mankind, and in all eventuality we can work out our differences as intelligent as we have become in such a short span of time. And in many cases that's not allowed without great supervision, because it's very dangerous to space and time. And large-scale nuclear explosions would distort space and time to a degree that it would cause harm on a massive level, or those types of things aren't allowed. Like if a nuclear weapon is fired, they go and go, no. It's like, no. You know, controlled ones from time to time just to give us to go, oh, damn, that's terrible. But like large scale is like, no. It's like, we just can't let you do that. That would harm space and time. Is like, that's just too much energy in a focused amount of space. You're not supposed to tinker with that stuff. And that's why all technology from here on out, no matter how it's learned and what it is, will be able to be used in knowing that we all are the one from different points of view. And it doesn't matter what you call you, Jew, Gentile, Hindu, you know, any religion worldwide, that all say great things and to live in harmony. All these different aspects of consciousness were a being at one point in time and made their contribution to this thing called humanity to give us a chance to go into enlightenment and not have to have that just all male energy, to have a mix of both the masculine and the feminine and feel the great love of all things. So thank all of you for watching today. And I want to thank YouTube as well, because I can't think of another place I can broadcast myself live to whoever wants to watch. And if enough people want to watch, it really does take off. And so many of you, there's 1,200 of you. I feel great love for all of that, just to be able to touch. That's a small town, right? Glen TV is like a small town size. That's 1,200 people. That's, I think, in a reasonable, like maybe in the Midwest or something, that's a small town, right? 1,200 people. So I don't know, at least I think so. So I think that's maybe an island. Yeah, I go back to thinking that we're an island right now. We only qualify for an island. Find friends. We need to be like Manhattan. There needs to be a couple million of you. And I send great love to everyone that would connect with this energy and have some kind of laugh on Glen TV, because you're welcome to join me. If you want to come and visit, let me know. If you want to tour Vegas and what to do on any level, from swingers clubs, because I have seen me some swingers clubs in the last 12 years. Like I used to put on parties in New York, and very nice upscale guests, and that was a lot of fun. All ages too. You get such a different mix in Manhattan on the island than you do like in Vegas. It's mostly vacationers, which is great, and so is New York. I've actually had more naughty requests in New York than I have here in Vegas, like more wild ones, if you know what I'm talking about, boys and girls. I want to hang upside down and be chained up while I watch you have sex with my wife type of thing. Is like, all kinds of different things like over the years. And you know, I don't like to drink and I don't smoke, but that is the one thing I like to do. Daddy likes to have sex. So for all of you that also are nymphomaniacs, let me know. Feel free to come to Vegas. Coaching life, spiritual and business, also retreats, boys and girls. Don't forget retreats. Always much love to be shared with you and to share in a like-minded vibration. And who needs an excuse to come to Las Vegas? It's like, there's tons of fun, whether you want to see shows or comedies, or if you do like to you want to spend a few $100 and see if you can win a ton of money. If like, because people, either you're lucky or you're not. So if you've never tested your luck, you should come and see, because sometimes machines like you, like machines like my mom and me, when we played, they usually give us money. And if you're that type of person, it's fun to gamble because you can play. And like I played Willy Wonka, the new Willy Wonka one, and it was like a whole orgy of Oompa Loompas that came out and did weird things to the screen and put wilds up. And I was like, oh, here's $80. I'm like, oh wow. And I played like once. I pushed the button, no, it's the second time. I pushed it, like if I push something 3 times and it doesn't do anything for me, I walk away. And I don't gamble very often, a couple times a month. Like since we don't have a state lottery for Nevada, I play the Mega Millions. And it's usually between $10 and $11 million. And that for $3, okay. I'll do that like once or twice a month. But if you want lottery tickets, you have to go to state line when you live out this way in the desert. I look forward to going back to California. And all of my friends in California, hey, I will see you soon. Yes, I'm still alive. Yes, I managed to keep myself alive despite all those crazy things. And needing oxygen to get on commercial airlines and stuff like that. Ran into a naturopath that showed me nutrition. It was like, here's how you eat to keep your pH stable and to get these types of nutrients and to push your hormones and things like that. And that was the best referral I ever had from my dentist, no less. Thank you all, boys and girls. So there's nobody here, and I've had a couple of people jump on and jump off. But, you know, for a last minute thing at the end of the day when I'm like really tired, to be able to like spend like 20 plus minutes jibber jabbering away for an audience that likes to watch me jibber jabber. Come and see me, yay. And again, learning how to market and do these Facebook things. I've been micro marketing for myself, for WordPress education, or business education, or if you want to know SEO, whatever you want to learn that's in my head, you can stick a straw in it and spend time with me remotely, and I will show you whatever you want and how to do it. And it's time to run away, boys and girls. Much love to all of you. And while you're sleeping, definitely before bedtime, to remember more of your multidimensional self is very, very helpful. And to do some kind of meditation, holotope from Bashar, sacred circuitry. I like the transformative shifting. There's a symbol where the Essassani use for their upliftment, and it's like an exchange of energy. I've got to get back to that today. So it is shower time, boys and girls. Bye-bye.